Now let's go next lecture number 15, chapter P block elements, subtopic gradation in properties of third A group elements and diagonal relationship of boron and silicon. Properties, atomic and ionic size. What happened when we travel from top to bottom in a third A group? Atomic size increases. This is due to the addition of new energy share, and outermost electron distance increases from nucleus. Second one, electronegativity. All of you know that electronegativity nothing but tendency to attract shared electron pair towards itself. It goes on decreases as we move from top to bottom in a group. The reason is there is an increase in atomic size due to increase in Stirling effect and due to decrease in effective nuclear charge. Hence, electronegativity decreases from boron to thallium. Third one, ionization potential. Ionization potential is nothing but amount of energy required to detach last valence electron from gaseous ground state atom. It is decreases gradually from top to bottom, that is from boron to thallium. And the order is boron is having more IP value than aluminium, aluminium having more than gallium, gallium having more IP value than indium, and indium is having more than thallium. Ionization potential value depends upon atomic size, nuclear charge, screening effect of inner electrons, and the type of, that is shape of orbital from which electron is removed. For example, boron and aluminium having sp orbital, whereas gallium, indium and thallium having d and f orbital. F orbital is mostly last member, gallium having d orbital. Now, if inner electrons are from d and f orbital, they are unable to shield the nuclear charge properly. That means nuclear charge easily reaches up to the last valence electron, and last valence electron get attracted towards the nucleus. It get tightly bound. So, to remove such electron, amount of energy required is more. Hence, order become as boron is having more IP value than gallium, gallium having more IP value than aluminum. Actually, it should be reverse. Aluminum should have more IP value than gallium according to the top to bottom traveling, but this is not happen. This is because gallium contain d orbital, inner electrons are present in d orbital. They do not shield nuclear charge properly, and that's why last electron get attracted, get tightly bound, hence more amount of energy required. Aluminum having more than thallium, thallium having more than indium. Actually, here again reverse should be there, but again this is because of a inner electron which is present in the f orbital. Oxidation state, p orbital, that is elements of p orbital showing various oxidation state in a periods. But when we travel from top to bottom in group, they showing their group valency. That means in third A group element showing +3 oxidation state. What is meant by oxidation state? It is a net charge. It may be negative or positive present on the ion in a compound, that is called as oxidation state. Third A group element showing +3 as a common oxidation state. Along with third A, they are also able to show +1 oxidation state. But +1 oxidation state is most stable for the member of a last, that is which are present at the bottom. Thallium having +1 oxidation state, which is a more stable than +3 oxidation state. That means stability of +1 oxidation state goes on decreasing from top to increasing from top to bottom. That means boron does not show +1 oxidation state. If it is showing, it is a unstable one. And this is because of a inner pair effect. That means electron present in inner shell does not having tendency to take part in a chemical reaction. Metallic character means tendency to lose electrons. It is going to it is going to increases from top to bottom. Boron is having less tendency to lose electron compared to aluminium, and so on. Boron acting as a non-metal means does not having tendency to lose electron. Other member slowly lose electron, going to be increases from top to bottom, and they are good conductor of heat and electricity. Let's see next point, diagonal relationship of boron and silicon. What is meant by diagonal relationship? The element from second period show similarities in properties with that of element from third period. They are present diagonally to each other, and that's why this relationship is known as a diagonal relationship. Now this chart gives idea about this one. Boron, which is from third A group, and silica, which is from fourth A group. That means boron show relationship with that of member which is present next group and next period. Boron is from second period, silicon is from third period. Boron is from third A group, silicon is from fourth A group. They are present diagonally, and this is hence it is known as a diagonal relationship. They show similarities in some properties. What is that properties? Electronegativity, they show almost same electronegativity value. Boron show 2, silicon show 1.8. Both the elements have identical ionization potential value. Oxidizing properties of uh, both showing oxidizing properties by reducing their oxide, reacting with magnesium. Both show non-metallic character. Both boron and silicons are non-metallic in nature, hence they are not good conductor of heat and electricity. Allotropic forms. Both elements exhibit in two types of allotropic form. That means they are able to show amorphous as well as crystalline allotropic form. They can able to combine with metals. Both the elements combine with metals like magnesium and form borides and silicates respectively. They can able to form oxyacid. That means both the elements form oxyacid, namely orthoboric acid H3BO3 and orthosalicylic acid H4SiO4. It is prepared by the action of H2O on their sulfides. Sulfides of boron and silicons allow to react with water, and they give orthoboric acid and orthosalicylic acid. That is formation of oxyacid takes place. Guys, thank you for watching this video. This is the properties of third A group elements, that is metallic property, oxidation state, atomic size, ionic size, IP value, electronegativity. What happened from traveling from top to bottom? We had seen that. Along with this one, we had seen diagonal relationship. Diagonal relationship means relationship between two elements. First element is present from second period. Second element is present from third period. They are placed diagonally, and their some properties are similar, hence this relationship is known as a diagonal relationship. So, and we are also had seen the which properties are similar within these elements. Go through that, you can able to uh, understand that properties. Thank you guys.